Hi guys, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. That way you'll never miss a new video. Enjoy!
Stop pretending to be that stupid skeleton. You mean to tell me that you knew about this the whole time, and you still took all that punishment from me? Why? Well, it's not like I didn't deserve it. I deserved everything you dished out. I guess it's just my consequences. So now you're the noble martyr. Chara, this game has to stop now. We can't keep toying with everyone's lives like we're gods. The bad stuff happened, but we have to move on now. It's like what Dad said. Obsessing over the past isn't healthy. He's not your dad! What, is that what this is about now? Because that's another thing. Your motivation for all of this is about as straightforward as a hedge maze. You punish me for killing, but then you want to go back and finish the job. You get angry about resets when that's exactly what you want me to do anyways. And then when I try to finally come clean about it, you always stop me even though you want me to admit what I've done. And to top it off, out of nowhere you don't want me to call Asgore Dad? Don't act like you know. Oh, I know alright. Either you're the world's biggest hypocrite, or you're so hell-bent on being angry at me that you've forgotten what you're even angry about in the first place. Be angry at me if you really have to. But leave them out of this. It's your fault for bringing them into this. So you want to know why I hate you so much? Why I'm so angry and want to erase them all? It's because of you. You corrupted them all in the first place with your 123 resets. And now they're all beyond saving. So, since you've decided to be difficult, I guess we really are doing things my way. Let's start by getting back that other half of your soul. You wouldn't. No! You can't! You don't have a choice anymore.
Frisk, your mother would like to speak to you. Frisk!
Meanwhile,
how long have you been researching this kind of stuff anyways?
I don't remember. I might have been researching the same thing over and over again for decades.
So all of those DT experiments, they didn't even scratch the surface of what could be done. The determination humans, or some humans have, it can let them persist after death, but not in the way we thought.
Yeah, pretty wild, huh? At least that's everything the kid has told me. A lot of it aligns with my own notes and theories, though. Every reset comes with the possibility of a time variation. No two runs are the same. Something always changes. Frisk told me sometimes they might get a phone call from one of us in Snowdin, but not others. There are other times they might meet a different monster in the same place. They can change things on their own, too, like who they befriend and who they don't, but I guess that goes without saying.
We can't remember these loads and resets ourselves, though. For all we know, we've already had this conversation before. Or maybe you're having it with someone else. There's no way to know for sure.
Not entirely. That was another thing Frisk mentioned. They told me that in the ruins, Toriel would always ask them which they preferred, butterscotch or cinnamon, and they would give their answer. Then, after they had reset for whatever reason, she would still remember the answer they gave her despite her technically not knowing who they were yet. Almost all of us apparently had a moment of this deja vu with them. The best way I can describe it myself is recounting a dream and trying to remember if it was just a dream or a distant memory. This could be a glitch or an overlapping variable, or the timeline's getting tangled up in a brief moment. I'm not too sure. All I know is it proves this multiverse theory even more.
So this and the soul scanner, and Frisk's 20 LV, does that mean that in another timeline, instead of Frisk freeing us, they might have, and the glitch on the scanner is like us remembering things from before?
That would be my guess.
Well, I certainly don't envy them.
Huh?
To have that kind of ability, that's like having an entire civilization tied to you. And every choice you make can affect them in ways we couldn't possibly imagine. And even if they did do bad things, technically, that timeline doesn't even exist anymore since we're all alive and here on the surface now. I'm amazed they're even still sane, to be honest. That's a lot of pressure. Imagine if everyone knew what they could do. There is something I've noticed, though. These notes here, there's something that keeps being repeated. Each word has Chara in it.
Yeah, at first I didn't think much of it, but the way the kid was emphasizing that, it seemed important. Is the word important?
It's not just a word, it's a name. Chara's the name of the first fallen human. The first human child that Asgore and Toriel adopted. You remember the story, right?
They were the one that died from some illness that ended up getting Azrael killed too by humans when he took them to the surface. But why are they being mentioned at all here, if this is them?
I don't know. But the fact that Frisk kept emphasizing that name in their chat with you, I'm not sure if that's a coincidence. Not in my right mind, out of character. It's like they're trying to tell you that they weren't themselves, but they can't outright say it.
So, you think the kid has a second personality in their head that's not letting them? How comforting.
I don't know. I'm just throwing guesses out there.
And what does that have to do with this Chara kid anyway? Haven't they been dead for a long time now?
Yeah, and they were also buried in the ruins by Toriel when she went into exile. More precisely, where the humans fall into the underground.
Falling humans woke them up again?
Human souls do persist after death, don't they? Maybe their spirit latched onto Frisk because of all their determination.
So, let's say this Chara is in Frisk's head. You're also making it sound like they're a bit controlling.
Well, you don't know exactly what Chara was like. The only guesses I have are from the tapes that they recorded with their brother. In those, he sounded like the leader, while Azrael was the follower.
This is a lot of wild, random guesses to buy here, Al.
I know! It's too bad we can't just ask Frisk about all of this! Unless, maybe we can't ask Frisk, but there is someone who might be able to give us more answers.
You're talking about Azrael.
If anyone might know what's going on, it would be him! He's sharing a soul with Frisk, and he knew Chara better than anyone!
So, you're sure this will work?
Positive. The bars are made of very active ingredients, so this should trigger them to blow. The compound I've made will work, but we need one last thing.
And that is?
We need a lot of energy. Psychic energy. Does anyone here have that kind of power?
I do, sir.
Good, but one person won't be enough. Do you know anyone else with that kind of power? Anyone?
Well, sorta. There's just one problem, though. Our friend is sorta chained up at the moment.
Oh my, that looks painful. Let's fix that.
What the? How did you... It just...
There's no time. Do you have psychic energy?
Well, it's supernatural, but yes.
That's good enough. I need both of you to use that energy to compress the compound into an active state. It'll be dangerous, but I'll let you know when to stop using your power, okay?
Are you sure we can do this? With your arms being... well, you know what I mean. It'll hurt a lot, but I've dealt with worse. I'll be fine.
That's good. Now both of you get out of there! It's gonna blow!
Nice.
And there. Easy as that.